All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Picture this for a second. You're making 100 grand a year, right? But somehow you're still living paycheck to paycheck, just constantly stressed out about money. Now completely flip that scenario. Imagine someone making, say, $45,000 a year, but they're consistently building wealth, they own investments, and they're sleeping peacefully every single night. How is that even remotely possible? Well, it's actually not about the size of the paycheck at all. It's all about the blueprint they use to manage it. Seriously, have you ever stared at your bank app and honestly wondered, where on earth did my paycheck actually go? You work incredibly hard, but by the end of the month, your account is basically running on fumes. The bills just keep rolling in, prices are rising literally everywhere you look, and socking away money for savings just feels flat out impossible right now. If that rings true and gives you a bit of a pit in your stomach, trust me, you are absolutely not alone. Millions of people face this exact same challenge every day. So here's how we're breaking things down today. First up, the money management myths. Then, building the foundation, followed by growing and protecting wealth. And finally, your financial action plan. All right, section 1, the money management myth. Habits over income. So, personal finance is technically defined as the way you earn, spend, save, invest, and protect your money. But let's make that a bit more real. Think of your income like water flowing through a pipe in your house. If that pipe has leaks, things like mindless spending, those subscriptions you forgot to cancel, or totally random impulse buys, the water just vanishes into thin air. Personal finance is basically your toolkit to patch those leaks. It's about giving every single dollar a very specific job, so that instead of wondering where your money went, you're actually telling it exactly where to go. And this is exactly why your daily choices matter way more than your salary. Let's look at two friends, Jake and Sarah. They both pull in exactly $60K a year. Now, Jake is totally caught in the lifestyle trap. He's got to upgrade to the newest phone every year. He finances a luxury car he really doesn't need, spends whatever cash is left over, and has absolutely zero savings. He keeps telling himself he'll start saving next year. Sarah, on the other hand, makes totally different choices with that exact same 60 grand. Before doing anything else, she saves 20% right off the top. She follows a budget, steers clear of bad debt, and invests consistently. Fast forward 10 years, Jake is still paddling just to keep his head above water, while Sarah has built a rock-solid emergency fund and actual financial freedom. Same exact income, vastly different choices. So the massive takeaway here is this: financial success starts with habits, not your income. The biggest myth out there, the one that traps so many of us, is telling ourselves, oh, I'll start managing my money once I make more of it. But here is the cold, hard truth from the data. If you can't manage $1,000, you're going to seriously struggle to manage 10,000. And if you blow 10,000, you will blow 100,000. Good money habits aren't something you build after you get wealthy. They're the actual reason people become wealthy in the first place. Okay, section 2, building the foundation, budgeting and saving. I know. A lot of people hear the word budget and instantly cringe, thinking it's some sort of financial straitjacket that strips away all the fun in life. But a budget doesn't tell you what you can't buy. It actually frees you up to buy what really matters to you. It's just telling your money where to go before it magically disappears. A super solid starting point is the 50-30-20 rule. You put 50% of your take-home pay toward your absolute needs, housing, groceries, utilities. Then 30% goes to your wants, stuff like dining out, entertainment, your hobbies. And finally, that crucial 20% is dedicated purely to saving and investing. It's just a really simple, effective roadmap to stop those tiny leaks, like, say, daily food deliveries, from quietly draining thousands of dollars a year. And what exactly are we doing with that savings bucket right out of the gate? We're aiming for this magic number, 3 to 6. You absolutely need an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of your bare bones living expenses. Why is this such a big deal? Because life is crazy unpredictable, right? Cars break down out of nowhere. Companies do layoffs. Unexpected medical bills show up in the mail. Without this cash cushion, you're forced to fall back on credit cards, which creates debt, which in turn creates a massive amount of stress. Look, saving $20 or $50 a week might feel painfully slow, but that habit is literally building a shield to protect your future self. Moving on to section 3, growing and protecting wealth. Wealth mastery. You've got to think about this next comparison because it's an absolute game changer. If you stash a $100 bill under your mattress and just leave it there for 10 years, well, it's technically still a $100 bill, but thanks to inflation, it buys significantly less stuff than it used to. You literally lost purchasing power. But if you invest that same $100, it has the potential to grow exponentially over time through the magic of compound returns. This right here is the ultimate difference between the wealthy and everyone else. They don't just work for their money, they force their money to work for them. It's not about playing the lottery or trying to get rich quick. It's about investing consistently over a long period of time in proven vehicles like index funds or real estate. But, and this is a huge but, all that beautiful compound growth can be completely wiped out if you fall into this trap: high interest debt. Look, not all debt is evil. A mortgage gets you a house, and student loans can be a great investment in your own earning potential. But high-interest credit card debt, that is a vicious, vicious trap. If you carry a balance month to month, that exact same compounding math we were just celebrating is now working violently against you. Suddenly, you're paying way more in interest than the stuff you bought actually cost. If you're already caught in this trap, take a breath. Don't panic. Start borrowing way more carefully and aggressively attack those high-interest balances first by paying as much over the monthly minimum as you possibly can. Now, building wealth is amazing, but we also have to fiercely protect it from life's curveballs. Let's do a rapid-fire run through the essential shields you need in place. You absolutely have to have health insurance to dodge bankrupting medical bills. You need auto insurance, plus homeowners or renters insurance for where you live. And if you have loved ones who rely on your income, life insurance provides total peace of mind. Oh, and in today's crazy digital world, protecting your money also means being hyper-aware of scams. Never ever share sensitive info with people you don't trust, use ridiculously strong passwords, and for the love of everything, turn on two-factor authentication. All right, so you don't accidentally sabotage all your hard work. Let's quickly list out the biggest money traps you need to actively dodge. Number 1, living beyond your means. Racking up unmanageable credit card debt, flying blind with zero emergency fund, waiting way too long to let your money compound in the market, ignoring your retirement planning until you're 50, letting your mood dictate your spending, and of course, falling for those flashy get-rich-quick schemes. Honestly, just knowing where these potholes are is half the battle in your financial journey.
And finally, Section 4, your financial action plan, steps to take today.
Here is your battle plan broken down into 5 totally doable steps. Step 1, track absolutely every single dollar you spend for the next 30 days, just to find those invisible leaks. Step 2, set up a realistic monthly budget using that 50-30-20 rule as a baseline. Step 3, start building that emergency fund, even if you're only tossing in $10 a week to start. Step 4, brutally attack and pay off any high-interest debt. And Step 5, start investing consistently for your future. And hey, remember, you don't have to be perfect at this. Consistency over a long period of time will beat perfection every single time. It's those small, daily decisions that are going to compound into life-changing results. I want to wrap up our explainer today with this incredibly powerful thought. Your financial journey doesn't begin when you become wealthy. It begins the moment you decide to make smarter decisions with the money you already have. Seriously, don't wait for some miraculous promotion or a lottery win to finally take control of your financial destiny. You've got the blueprint now. You know exactly where to look for those leaks, and you know how to build a rock-solid foundation. So the only question left is, what's the very first smart decision you're going to make with your money today?